want to tell you about today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN takes the data you send over the internet and safeguards it from prying eyes, wrapping it in a protective bubble for you called a virtual private network. Then your data is sent through a secure tunnel to its destination. ExpressVPN is also the highest rated VPN available, so my team and I can feel at ease knowing we're protected. On top of that, ExpressVPN lets you watch movies that are usually geo-blocked in your country. Of course, it's the holiday season, so it's a perfect excuse to watch Gremlins. But it's not on Netflix USA. So, using ExpressVPN, I changed my location to Mexico, and the movie showed up instantly, all in beautiful high definition. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/cinemassacre or clicking the link in the description below.
Previously on the Angry Video Game Nerd.
And with me, as the head of LJN, I will undo the wrongs of the past and prove that there is gold at the end of this rainbow.
I will be remaking the LJN game library. Okay, I can't even control which way I'm supposed to be going. Okay, well, maybe can we move on to another console?
That would entail starting over from scratch.
Keep it on the NES, get it fixed.
What were you thinking?
Ah! Oh, God. Oh, I gotta focus on my task here. Acknowledge every LJN game, and then I can move on. Well, let's get to the wrestling games next. Now, there were 3 on NES brandishing the LJN logo, and thankfully, I've already talked about them. Ugh. Oh! Oh! Trying to hit a guy here is like trying to hit a grain of sand with a tennis racket while Andre the Giant farts directly into your nostrils. Steel Cage Challenge, well, it has a steel cage mode. If you like glimpsing the wrestlers through the cage, get the cage out of the way, I can't see anything. Just kick him to the ground and repeatedly stomp his dick, then pin him for the slowest 3 count in history. Just listen.
And if that's not enough, Steven Tyler gives you mission and Lifeless. The character animation looks really stupid. Everyone walks like they're holding in a huge shit. You know, like when you have to go so bad, it feels like the poop's pressing into your pelvic bone. But there's also crash dummies on Game Boy. So this one's just a bunch of mini games. You start out falling from a building and are supposed to crash into as many things as possible on the way down.
Was that supposed to happen? It's a game where you're a crash dummy who crashes into shit. How do you know when you die?
The next screen says, "That was boring." Yep, I'll leave it at that. Then there was the Super Nintendo version, a simple side-scroller. With 16 bits, you'd think they'd shift the quality to the next gear, but instead, they cut the corners. Fair gameplay takes a back seat to this half-ass accident that'll let the air out of your tires till you crash and burn. There's also a Genesis version, which was identical. It was typical of Acclaim to put the same game on both consoles while only putting the LJN stamp on the Super Nintendo version. But this was a rare case on the Genesis. Even though the LJN logo is nowhere to be seen on the box or cartridge, it does appear on the copyright screen, and to my knowledge, is the only Genesis game where the LJN name ever appeared. Since these games are so identical, I was on the fence whether it should be counted twice.
If not, that would bring our total